Okay,
Really?
so Billie
Before I get anything
Eilish did a photo shoot for a
That's what she did,
magazine, and of course us adults have to get angry about it, because when a Hollywood celebrity does some shit and it's a slow news week, obviously conservatives are gonna get mad about it. Let's watch.
Her middle name is Pirate. By the way, I almost said he.
Really?
I almost said he because I'm so messed up with the pronouns.
She's got so many middle names there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Pirate was just one of many.
Pirate.
First of all, this is extremely white people shit. Billie Eilish, Pirate, Baird O'Connell, okay? But like, I can't believe white motherfuckers are gonna sit around and act like Tucker, Buckley, Swanson, Carlson is like normal, and then be like, Billie Eilish, Pirate, Baird O'Connell. That's crazy. That's some real white people shit right there, dude. Like, how are you gonna sit here and be like, haha, look at how many stupid names this person has. It's literally the Western civilization that you want to protect.
I almost said he because I'm so messed up with the pronouns.
Oh my God, oh my God. There's all these pronouns. Like,
Had so many.
it's not the pronouns that are a problem, you fucking idiot. That's your dumb brain incapable of holding on to like any thought.
She said this about men, Billie Eilish. She said, I really think the bottom line is men are very weak. Imagine if those roles were reversed. I just think the bottom line.
Oh, got nice little role reversal. Easy, boys, easy. All right, role reversal. I think it's just so easy for them to lose it.
Is women are really weak. Now, she doesn't say men are really weak. I don't know, maybe just emotionally, or men are weak. And she just says men are weak. Men are weaker than women. And she goes on to say it's just so easy for them.
Oh my God, he's getting mad at this. She's talking about self-control. I think it's just so easy for them to lose it. You expect the dude not to grab you if you're wearing that dress? Seriously, you're that weak? Come on, go masturbate. Like, she's literally talking about self-control. This is like a empathetic approach to why sexual assault happens. Perhaps too empathetic in the way that like literally leftists would get mad at this. You know what I mean? They would say that she's straight up victim blaming in this context. Like, you should be mad at this from a leftist point of view, which is, oh my God, I can't believe you're saying that sexual assault happens because like men have no self-control, as though like it's just you're trivializing the reasons as to why sexual assault happens, and it goes unnoticed, which would be that like the patriarchal construct teaches men to behave a certain way and be careless about the expectations of women, and completely overrides their expectations in any sort of like gender dynamic amongst women and men. Instead of saying all that, you're trivializing it by saying, oh, they're just too weak, just jerk off. If people jerked off more, they wouldn't sexually assault women. That's what Radlibs would get upset about in this, with respect to this quote. I don't even necessarily have a disagreement there. I think that does play a role in it beyond all the systemic and structural problems that I mentioned here. But to get upset at this from a conservative point of view is psychotic, because she's not even saying anything that's like crazy. You are literally looking for reasons to be upset at a 19-year-old girl talking about her opinion on sexual assault or, you know, harassment in general, proving the fucking point that Billie Eilish was making, that men are weak.
About, if not for the fact that I have to.
Yeah.
Without men, none of this interview would be possible. So the interview was given to British.
Yo, dude, you are so lame, dude. I love it. This is like when pasty fucking 4chan dipshits will be like, without white men, civilization wouldn't be where it is now. It's like, bitch, you didn't do shit. Shut the fuck up. Is this the only way that you can like justify? Yeah, without women, it wouldn't be possible either, you fucking idiot. What kind of fucking take is that, dude? You need to be thanking men every day of your life. I'm so offended. I'm so offended. What a bitch, dude. God damn, bitch made motherfucker, dude. Holy shit. This is the softest shit I've ever heard, okay? Like, imagine having such a hair trigger that you pop off on an otherwise like completely innocent fucking take. Jesus Christ.
Vogue, obviously a print magazine, printing press, invented by a man, Gutenberg. I don't think. Johann Zahn, a man, invented the camera, of course, for the photo shoot.
He went and he Googled. He's like, yo, I'm about to pop off, dude. This is going to be my Aaron Sorkin moment. You know what I mean? He literally went and he fucking Googled the men that have created these profound things. And that's precisely why you have this interview that's happening currently, you silly woman. God damn, this is some weak ass shit, dude. Oh my God. Here's what's masculine and manly, okay? Seeing some shit like that in a fucking Vogue interview or whatever fucking article it is, and being like, yeah, I see the point. That's what being fucking manly should be like, okay? That's a manly thing. I'm a manly man. I see that fucking article and I go, okay, I see her point of view here, and I fucking move on. What's not manly, Okay, what is incredibly bitch made here, and that's not a feminine quality, I'm just saying it's like a negative quality, is to read that fucking one line and work yourself up to a tangent, literally end up Googling different names of people that were men that were responsible for so many technological achievements. It's not like a men versus women thing here, idiot.
And something else to note, her brother, Phineas, produced all of her music and wrote most of it.
Really?
So men are so weak. You need...
But like, she's not even talking about, like, this is not even in the context of like collaboration. Why are there battle lines drawn in this situation when there's no, like, Billie Eilish isn't saying men are weak or pathetic and they're fucking bad and they haven't contributed anything at all to history. That would be an idiotic take. She's talking specifically about why sexual harassment happens in her mind. Not even saying like this is what's going on, but it comes down to this is my point of view. This is why I think sexual harassment is occurring, because a lot of guys cannot exercise self-control.
The issue. No one here is saying that we don't need... I think women are the best of us in a lot of ways. In being compassionate, being nurturing, obviously making a house a home, being great mothers. I think in some professional environments, women are great organizationally compared to men. I think in environments where you need people who can do multiple tasks at once, women are far more efficient than men. And I think, conversely, that men are far more effective at carrying out one high-intensity task.
Throw a little bit of pop psychology in here, you know, a little bit of evolutionary psych. You know, it doesn't fucking matter. It feels like it's real. So let's keep going.
Like being in the military or CIA. But chalk one up on the board for you, ladies.
Well, and one of the points that she made, I want to make this because women misunderstand this. They think it's just like we just...
Like, wouldn't people who are like hyper masculine in See the World from Steven Crowder's point of view literally look to this video and be like, why is this guy with bitch tits who's wearing an empty gun holster crying about a fucking woman's magazine? Like, even if we were to, again, operate on the masculinity standards set forth by, again, visual arts graduate Canadian Steven Crowder, wouldn't he come across as like super soft here and like super feminine? This is the thing I will never understand about conservatives, which is that like you want to live in a world where you yourself do not fit the fucking rigorous and rigid standards that you apply to masculinity. You are coming across like a hysterical soy boy. Like, there is nothing masculine about wearing empty gun holsters and crying about a 19-year-old pop star, motherfucker. You're literally like a Minecraft stan at this point. Except Minecraft stans are actually 14-year-old girls. So that's fine. They're going through their normal process of developing on the internet. You are a full-blown male adult who's crying about this shit while simultaneously trying to create these boundaries or reinforce these boundaries that you yourself do not fit in. Very odd.
Ladies?
Well, and one of the points that she made, I want to make this because women misunderstand this. They think it's just like we just don't have self-control. When she says, come on, are you serious? You're just going to lose it like that? Go and, you know, what she said, right? We are hardwired for this. You have no idea what it's like. And I mean that. If any woman out there is pissed off at me right now, you're wrong.
Dude, that is a threat, motherfucker. He's literally, that's a threat, dog. That's crazy. We are hardwired to rape. I'm sorry. That's a self-report, dude. This is the Steven Crowder equivalent of venting, okay? In front of the entire fucking spaceship.
You have no idea what it's like to be a 16-year-old male trying not to think about sex.
Wait, but she's literally saying that. Wait, but that's what she's saying. Like, Billie Eilish's take is that like men can't exercise self-control, and his counter argument to that is, you have no idea, okay? Men can't exercise self-control. Shut up. I agree with you, but I'm doing it in an angry way.
I don't care what you're wearing, just hard enough as it is. But you add on top of it the kind of things that people, kind of dresses or the kind of outfits, or
and
the
to
kind
be clear,
whatever it is.
If any guy touches you inappropriately, they should be buried beneath the tracks.
Absolutely, 100% of the time.
You cannot, and I'll get to some other quotes. You cannot change that man's perception of you.
Right.
That man's perception of you will be primarily sexual. Now, like, say I want to come home to her.
Okay, this is a double self-report. I don't have a primarily sexual appetite for fucking 16-year-old Billie Eilish, okay? I like her music. I think some of her songs are good. Why are you saying that this person who was like underage until very recently is, okay, I know she's 19 now, shut the fuck up. But like, why are you saying that this person who was like until very recently under fucking age is sexually appetizing? That's fucking weird, dude, okay? Libertarianism, boys.
Long day at work.
Yeah.
Kick my feet up. She seems like wife material. No, it's more, yeah.
It's a chemical reaction inside of us, and that does not give us any excuse to be idiots, right? And men
or to be criminals,
right? And men need to do a better job of helping other men deal with that kind of stuff. But you have to understand, it is not just because men are weak. That's
okay. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Kind of the whole point of societies forming and civilization is to overcome some of our natural desires that we believe we had to do for the longest fucking time. Overcoming nature is literally the point of being a human. You don't live in a goddamn cave where you break rocks with your fucking hands and you're terrified of fire and lightning. So why the fuck is it that we're just like, dude, I have to rape, dude. There's like, men have to fucking rape, dude. Shut up. No, just the whole point is you fight off urges that you may or may not have. I feel like this is a bit of an exaggeration. Saying that when you're 16 and you're really horny, well, that's true. 16-year-old boys are horny. I was 16 years old once. I was very horny. But also, I understood empathy and understood that you control yourself. You need to exercise self-control. I don't know, man. It's kind of weird.
That everything... Let me be really clear about this. So when people, my problem to have talked about QAnon in the past, where people think that everything is a cabal of Satanists and child sacrifice. Satanism is actually far more common than people realize, in that most Satanists, if you look at LaVeyan Satanism, they just don't actually believe in God. They reject the archetype of God. And what does that mean? They reject the tenets of the faith, meaning you should espouse the needs of others first. You should love your enemies, right? That you should be held accountable to God, and that you shouldn't simply look inward. So LaVeyan Satanists actually just say the opposite. They say that you should make yourself the God of your own universe. That's what actual Satanism is. It's not blood sacrifice. It's simply saying, hey, there is no God, therefore I'm God. And I think this interview is strikingly reminiscent of LaVeyan Satanism. That's right. I said Satanism.
What? He's saying, Steven Crowder saying Billie Eilish is a Satanist? What the fuck? Yo, listen. Nothing screams you're desperate for fucking a new audience like trying to fucking bring back like this celebrity is a Satanist takes like it's 1994, dude. We're back to satanic panic, boys. What the fuck is going on? Also, when he explains it like that, it sounds kind of like egoism, or it kind of sounds like conservatism. Like, with the exception, like, substitute God for anything else. Dude, they're trying, dude. They're fucking...
Directed from the Church of Satan.
They're trying so hard, dude. They're not funny. It's so sad.
So... Let me read you a quote directly from the Church of Satan. Since the Satanists understand that all gods are fiction, instead of bending the knee in worship to or seeking friendship or unity with such mythical entities, he places himself at the center of his own subjective universe as his own highest value.
All I'm saying is this sounds like American exceptionalist individualism, i.e. like American conservatism, okay? Where is he going with this take?
Let's compare this with the Billie Eilish quotes from the article. By the way, a role model for kids.
Yeah. Of course.
If you're about body positivity, why would you wear a corset talking about her thing?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you show your actual body? She raises her eyebrows. My thing is I can do whatever I want. Confidence is her only gospel, she says. Yet that intent has been spun into a lot of weird miscommunication. She clears it up. It's all about what makes you feel good. If you want to get surgery, go get surgery. If you want to wear a dress that somebody thinks you look too big wearing, f*** it. If you feel good, you'll look good. You look good. Nope.
No.
Do you know how I know that's? Do you know how I know that's true? Because you're not wearing a corset and push-up bra when you're at home binge watching Game of Thrones.
Wait, what? Motherfucker, why are you wearing gun holsters and a Henley like you are some completely fucking clueless Western extra? Okay? You're wearing that because it makes you feel like a big boy. It makes you feel confident, okay? It makes you feel like a badass. We all do this. Some of us don't even have to dress like fucking Nathan Drake to feel that way. You're out here literally dressed like Walmart Nathan Drake, shitting on a 19-year-old girl who's like, well, sometimes I want to wear a corset. It makes her feel fucking confident when she wears a corset. That's the whole point. How do you misunderstand the point and then turn around and literally fucking get mad at a point that you misunderstood? You wore that because you feel like a fucking badass. You think that other people, you're signaling to other people, you think that other people think you look like a fucking badass. That's why you're wearing this shit. And it gives you confidence. And that's precisely why women do the same shit, because women and men, and this might come as a surprise to a lot of you, I guess, are not that different from one another.
You're in your sweatpants. You are putting that on to look good for someone else. Sorry, that's why.
Wait, but that's so strange. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand this. People wear clothes because they want to look good. Okay? People wear clothes sometimes because they want to look good. That is where the confidence is coming from. They feel like that corset looks good. They look good for other people, but it doesn't fucking matter. Like, what is the argument here? Like, this is the same fucking Jordan Peterson style argument where it's like, oh, women wear makeup primarily because they want to be fuckable. So why the fuck do women wear makeup in an all-female environment then? Are they lesbians automatically? Like, what is it? Auto-lesbian? They wear it because they feel confident. Sometimes, maybe I'm alone in this, but sometimes I dress up even when I'm at home, okay? Because it makes me feel good. I'm not going to fucking see anybody, but it doesn't matter. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel confident. It's just for me in that circumstance. It can be for others, but who gives a shit?
Why you wear? That's why women wear rouge, to simulate the flushing during a sexual encounter. These are biological.
I just want to, every time someone says this, I want to be like, so your mom. So you're saying your mom is a hoe. Your mom is married to your dad. She put on rouge. Does that mean your mom is a hoe? What's up? Your sister, she puts on makeup. Are you saying your sister is a object of sexual desire? Why do you want to fuck your sister? That's kind of weird. I think he's trying to say it's not empowerment because he's falsely assuming that she is dressing in a corset to appeal to the male gaze. Why is it that conservatives, the real horseshoe is like conservatism versus like bastardized rad lib takes? Either you are a fucking weirdo conservative or like a puritanical weirdo, or you're literally a fucking weirdo rad lib who's like, aha, women are only trying to be desirable to men every time they're trying to be desirable. Like, there's no difference between the Jordan Peterson take and like turfy ass takes like that shit, by the way.
Then she went on to say, suddenly you're a hypocrite if you want to show your skin, and you're easy, and you're a slut, and you're a whore. If I am, then I'm proud. Well, wonderful. Me and all the girls and hoes.
Well, wonderful. Ooh, that's so bad.
It, you know, let's turn it around and be empowered in that. Showing your body and showing your skin or not should not take any respect away from you. Okay, here's the thing. It does, though. It does.
Yeah.
Shouldn't take any respect. Doesn't matter. Guess what? If a young boy sees it, and here's the thing, you can still be plenty attractive. I will tell you this. As a young, let's just use as an example, we were all sort of young Christians here, right? Yeah. And so
it's kind of weird that like Billie Eilish is just 19 years old, shooting the shit in this fucking magazine interview, talking about how like, who gives a fuck if people try to slut shame? Like, whatever, I'm 19. Yeah, I'm a slut. Who cares? Don't be upset when people try to slut shame you for what you're wearing. And this like 30-some-year-old dude is just like, shut up, you're still a slut. You're a fucking slut. You slut whore. For wearing a fucking showing skin, fuck you. Blood-curdling anger. Maybe it's because Steven Crowder himself wants to wear the skin-showing dresses. In his world, once again, only women get to wear that as the default. So he's just upset. He's like, I want to be a slut too.
We would see attractive girls, for example, at church, youth group, or at school.
Yeah.
You would see an attractive girl, and then you would see an attractive girl dressed like a prostitute. Now, they're both the same level of attractive. However, you think of one primarily and only sexually, and you think of another one as one you respect and one who you'd be interested in courting. That's a
okay, this is so subjective and so personal. You can't just drop like if you're going to make a solid argument here, like what is prostitute clothing? When you rob something of context and just immediately make it seem like this is a negative thing, all you're basically saying is, well, negative things are bad and positive things are good. This is an argument that Jordan Peterson engages in regularly. This is the type of cyclical argument, this tautological argument that Jordan Peterson is famous for making, and conservatives do it all the time. There are certain things you can and can't wear in certain contexts, okay? Most human beings are going to be reasonable and understand that. For example, if you are wearing a bathing suit to a fucking job interview, whether you are a man or a woman, doesn't fucking matter, it's going to look a little out of place, and you're probably not going to be able to achieve that level of professionalism that you wanted to get.
I love these pictures and I loved doing this shoot. Do whatever, do what you want, do whatever you want, whenever you want. everything else. I don't know. How about responsibilities? How about love, empathy, compassion, moral?
Wait, I'm confused. Like, here's the funny thing. She already talked about responsibility and empathy with regards to, like, empathizing with even the fucking people who are engaging in acts of sexual harassment against women by saying, like, they're too weak to fucking control themselves. That's somewhat undeserved empathy to a degree. But then beyond that, why does every fucking talking point in an article that is primarily focused around Billie Eilish's personal experiences have to have, like, baked in morality into, like, every fucking answer, including the Instagram caption from the photo shoot from that article? Like, why can't you let certain things be what they are? This is something that I get annoyed when liberals do it. Okay? Steven Crowder, you're kind of being a fucking hysterical lib here. Being like, why isn't she addressing every single problem in this fucking Vogue interview or whatever the magazine is that she's interviewing? Chill the fuck out, dude. Okay? Not every fucking news piece has to center around your worldview and cater to your expectations. Okay? Chill the fuck out, you silly bitch.
Moral virtue, responsibility, discipline, not everything that's not a Dita Von Teese branded corset push-up bra. There are other things in life that I think you'll find are more important at some point. But again, this is the thing people will say. Oh,
the irony, of course, is that, like, I hate when regular shit is considered an act of bravery. When it's like, oh, she's so brave for wearing this corset, right? That stuff is fucking annoying to me, right? When liberals do it. But the reason why it actually becomes an act of bravery is literally because of dipshits like this that are like, oh, you wore a corset? Well, fuck you. You're fucking whore. Why aren't you talking about, I don't know, morality and responsibility? Why are you trying so hard to fucking find offense?
And look, this is if you take nothing else today, okay, women. I know we have a significant amount of women watching.
Yeah.
We actually have more and more women watching.
And we love you.
See them in the comments all the time.
No, because a lot of women are saying, I can't find a lot of our life advice. I can't find men. Well, look, the reason for that is because at some point, women as a whole are going to have to start standing up for what actually matters to them. You can't let the women in the media.
Bro, his nipples are getting hard. Like, literally, talking about Billie Eilish has caused Steven Crowder's nips to get fucking hard, dude. That is so... nipples protruding. So disrespectful.
Let me give you some perspective here. You're a young girl, particularly any young girl after, let's say, the 1950s. Every girl watching right now, I want you to be honest. This is a question. Comment below, okay? It's the best thing you can do. And then I want boys to comment below. Young girls out there. When you're...
Bro, he is so desperate and trying to fucking... He's like, come on, boys. We got to get the algo moving. Hey, to those who are watching it on my channel, watching this video, you know, comment below on what you think Steven Crowder's deal is. Like, what's going on?
Your parents sat you down. You learned, okay, you were growing up. You were maybe going into junior high.
Let's get those metrics up, boys.
You know, maybe you were going into high school. The point is, maybe you were approaching that 15, 16-year-old mark that Billie Eilish was talking about. Did your parents say, hey, by the way, you have to be a stay-at-home mom, you have no choice? Or did your parents say, hey, look, when you grow up, you can be anything you want to be. You can be a career woman. You can, if you're playing, I don't know, some sport, volleyball, you can, you know, assuming that no men come into the sport at this point, you can play sports when you grow up. You can be a CEO, you can be a scientist, you can be a doctor. You can also, it's okay to be a mom. It's okay to be a stay-at-home mom if you want to be a mom. That's something you can do too, as long as you have that choice. Is that close to the conversation you had with your parents? Or did your parents say, hey, you don't have a choice, you have to be a mom, okay? The world out there, don't do anything other than be a mom. Now contrast that with boys. Let me ask you this. Anyone here, any guy here, Darren, I'm sorry, Dad, I say Darren sometimes because I have to say for people who are Dad, Pops, Gerald, Quarter Black, Garrett, anyone. When your parents had a talk with you, and I remember you having a talk with me when you told me what a man should be, Dad, when you told me what a man would have to do when he grew up, were any of you provided with the choice of, hey, son, now that you're getting older, you're going to have to learn how to provide for yourself. You're going to have to learn how to take responsibility. Oh, and by the way, you can also just be a stay-at-home dad. That's a choice.
Wait, but that's a complete... Wait, he just sounds jealous again, dude. Oh, it literally sounds like he's jealous, dude. That's so weird. What if that was the option? Okay, so so doesn't that mean you should give the opportunity to men to have that option? Because he actually sounds like he's jealous about this.
Anyone ever even offered that on the table?
No.
It seemed odd.
It never came up.
It's like, go to work.
I'm totally fine.
I'm totally fine, but as soon as we were old enough, as soon as young boys are old enough to understand.
I don't think Steven Crowder is totally fine with that. He says he's totally fine with it, but I don't think he is. But like, fine, paternity leave. Let's do it. I mean, it's very successful in countries that have implemented it. So yeah, that way your nipples wouldn't get hard about the dirty thoughts that you would pollute your mind when you're talking about these issues. Like, oh, I wish I could wear a nice, sexy dress and be my little slut-like self, like a dirty slut. But then I'm also a stay-at-home mom. Why can't I do that? That's what this entire rant whittles down to. It just kind of feels like he wants to be a stay-at-home dad who wears dresses. Just fucking, I say live and let live, okay? Do it. Straight up. Do it, dude. I don't know why the fuck you wouldn't. If it makes you feel good, then do it.
We are made very aware, acutely aware, that you're going to have to provide and protect for the rest of your life. That's your responsibility. We don't get that choice. I would argue that women have more choices, and certainly choices with less pressure. And you know what? We want that for you. And just again, comment below, young boys, sorry, not young, when you were a young boy, and men, maybe you're a young boy right now. We have a lot of young people watching too, and women. What kind of conversation did your parents have with you? And if they didn't have that conversation, shame on your parents. You guys should all be having that conversation with your children. And I don't have a problem with it. I do think that young men should be taught to be protectors and providers and to make sure that we take care of the women for whom we are responsible in our lives. And I want that conversation to take place with women, and I want them to have choice. But I want them to appreciate it and not browbeat men every chance they get, because women, I'm telling you, just like the Black Lives Matter backlash, and just like people now are seeing race more and more, and you're seeing more race.
Yeah, dude. I remember a time when we didn't see race. You know what I'm saying? Like in the 60s. Why can't we go back to a time when we weren't seeing race more and more? What is this like seeing race more and more shit, dude? Since when is it more and more? For conservatives, anytime you utter race in a negative context, or rather in a positive context, or rather, anytime you utter anything about race as far as like trying to correct the wrongs of the past that were wronged on racial boundaries, you're doing a wrong thing. Conservatives have never like stood idly by and been like, yeah, actually, we should abolish slavery. You're right. No, they fought for that back then. Or, yeah, we should actually fucking destroy Jim Crow laws or redlining. No, they fought for that as well. And now they're fighting for any other fucking corrective behavior. Seeing race, dude.
Racism, you are going to see more misogyny and more sexism if you keep vilifying.
Yeah, the ultimate, the real racism comes when systemic racism is addressed. It's so good.
It's just not going to be a good thing.
Is this a threat? Like, it kind of feels like, you know, hey, women, young, old, doesn't matter. You talk about gender norms and you talk about expectations and I don't like it, I'm gonna be fucking sexist, motherfucker. Sorry. Can't do nothing about it, dude. This is my ultimatum. Because as soon as I hear anyone talking about, you know, having the confidence to be able to wear whatever the fuck they want to, I lose my fucking mind. Even though I would like to be able to have. If only there was a world where I could freely show off my fucking juicy ass donk, dude. Oh my God, I got a fucking bakery down there. God damn. He really does have a nice dumpy, straight up. I mean, listen, he's fucking caked up. My guy is caked up, straight up. He's got a nicer ass than most Instagram models. It's just, look, facts are facts, okay? Facts. Don't care about your feelings. That is him. This is Steven Crowder dressed up as a woman. I think he was like trying to do like a transphobic thing at Planet Fitness, and then like I believe no one actually took him seriously, and they were just like being very accommodating. I mean, this is his ass, dude. He's got a fucking fat one. And honestly, look, I'm fucking caked up too. I like to show it off, and it's clear to me that Steven does as well. Or I guess he is in drag here. Is it Stephanie Crowder then? I don't know what his like drag name is. But my queen is showing off. He knows it. You know it. I know it. Let's not avoid the reality. Okay? Just because someone hates trans people doesn't mean they're all also trans, though. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. As a trans person, it makes me feel kind of gross. You know, the shadow is like, oh my God, totally trans in denial. I think he's just a gross, hateful asshole. Okay. You're right. Plenty of fucking people are just transphobes because they're hateful, bigoted, learned it from social conditioning. Steven Crowder is a little unique in that situation. That's all I'm saying.